Welcome back to the channel. We're going to build a double ski trailer out of a single ski trailer. Just for an idea of what it is, it was a bigger, like a 3-seater trailer that we're using as a comp fab, and I'm going to build it into a smaller double ski trailer to haul the, the little X2 and the Super Jets around on. So here's the breakdown, and enjoy the video. Thanks. All right, this is pretty much all you'll need for the bunks. If you're gonna do a double ski on a small single trailer, what you need to make sure you do is you measure from outside to outside of the frame, and then do the math as far as where the 2 skis will be sitting on there, if they're gonna make contact, and if it's wide enough, you'll be good. I'll give you all the overall width of this one. It is a confab single ski trailer. I am gonna have to take this bracket off, and I'm gonna make a T bracket. It goes up, and then obviously the top T shape, so that I can put these with the little pin up here. So I'll be able to pin each ski, one over there, one over here. So once we get the bunks lined up, I'll be able to put a ski on there and see where they're hitting, and then I'll be able to figure out exactly where the T needs to meet up. But for now, I've got these cut down to, they're both, I bought a 12-foot treated board, cut it in half, and then I cut about another 2 inches off of both of them. So instead of them being 72 inches, they're like 70 inches. The reason I did that is because this is the carpet that I use. You can buy it at like Home Depot. I'll give you the price up here so y'all see, or somewhere on here so y'all know how much I got in that. And I'll kind of give you price for everything. This is pretty much the cheapest way you can do it. You will have to have someone, or if you can, weld the T-bracket together and all that, and then everything else you can buy and put together yourself. So I ordered these off of Amazon. It's 2 sets. I'm needing 2 sets mainly because I was going to try to leave the middle bunk the way it is, because sometimes if I want to haul a big ski, I can just unbolt the T-bracket and put this back on here, and then still be able to put a big ski on here while the other bunks are on there. Hopefully that is kind of my plan, so that's what we're working with. So let's get these, oh yeah, and I'm going to, instead of them being like perfectly square right here, I'm gonna round the edges on the sides that I know the ski's gonna be sitting on, just to prevent them from, the ski pushing into the wood. It'll be better for it. So I will round the edges on like this side, and then same thing on this one and this one, because they're gonna be standing like, upright. Along this side right here, the insides can lay flat like that, but I'll probably end up turning them up on their side as well. So let's get these rounded off the edges and get the carpet on them, and then we can start putting the brackets on here and doing all that measurement. As I was saying, y'all don't have to do the rounded edges, but I mean, if you don't have this tool, it's not gonna be as easy on you. But I'm gonna put this on there, so yeah. All right, that's pretty much all that I do. All right, so like I say, you got those trimmed up pretty much. Right here is where the bunks are going to be sitting, like this, and then 14 inches
from center of this to the center of where the next one's going to be, which will be obviously these. Got to turn it up on its side or whatever I decide to do with these brackets. So the way it works with the Super Jets, you need 14-inch pretty much center to center from board to board for the bunk. So, or at least that's what I've always kind of done with mine. The X2 is the same way, blaster and all, but I'm kind of afraid the blaster's too wide. So we'll definitely have to do measurements once it's all on here, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to put the blaster on here with one of the others. May or may not. We'll find that out once we've got all the bunks on here. So let's wrap these two with this carpet and go from there. You will have leftovers. You can do 4 bunks with these. And the way that I like to do it is this way. So, because of the way the grain of the carpet is, the grain's going this way, where if you turn it this way, you can get in between the grains and it'll get to the wood a lot faster. So I don't want to do that. So like I said, I run the grain of the carpet opposite of the direction of the wood's going. So all right, so I got this one bunk stapled up. Obviously I've done the double, where it merges on the bottom is the way I want it. So that one will go right there. So let's get this one. Okay, so this one will go right there. All right, so I think I've got it figured out where I'll have plenty of room. I say plenty of room. I'll have about 1 inch to 2, probably about 2 inches between a ski here and a ski there, depending on which ski it is. I don't think I'm going to get the blaster and the X2 on there at the same time because they're both pretty wide, but we'll give it a try in the end just to make sure. But what I did was, obviously I ordered this kit with the U-bolts and everything, which I ended up not using any of the U-bolts. I used the original U-bolts for the frame down here that came with the original bunks, and then I'm using one set, so I've got to return the other sets. I don't need it. But pretty much what I did was I cut out this area right here, got rid of it, but before I did that I drilled a hole here and a hole here. So this will be a nice little slot. And once I've done that, then I took these bunks, and as you can see, the way I did them, they slide right down in there, and then I just used the original lag screws for the bottom plates right there. So now I've got this. So I'm gonna have a hole here, and I'm just gonna be about yay long, probably not that long, but I'm gonna run a bolt through here, and then I'm gonna have another piece on this side and through there, and then washer it, and I'm gonna do the same thing down at the bottom as well, sandwiching them together. I'm gonna have to get thicker metal than this because this will flex, as you can see. So got this side pretty much done other than sandwiching that. I got to cut 2 more of those to get this one slotted right here. We're going to cut these 2 out. Sounds good. Let's get it done. Actually, I need to drill these holes before I do that. So let's pop these holes in here. All right, now that we got the holes drilled in this, we can proceed to cutting this part out. So and that is exactly what I need to do with this one. Okay, here is, I'm assuming, the final layout for the bunks. I only used one set of the others that I cut up, so the flat metal, I just have to go buy that somewhere, and the bolts and everything, bolt it together. But I'm gonna go ahead and stick the X2 on here just to make sure they're not touching, because I have a feeling it's going to be super close. Well, believe it or not, I was able to make this work. I was getting really worried that they would be too close, but you got, once the turf is on both of them, just over 1.5 inches, so plenty of room, and heck yeah, it's gonna be awesome. All right, I got the trailer back from getting these made. Pretty basic, line them up. Put the little pins on there. Got little tiny gussets on here. All I gotta do is drill the holes where the U-bolts will hold them exactly in line. So, getting there. Just gotta put a coat of paint on them, or pop the holes, then put a coat. All right, we got them painted up. Put a little bed liner rattle can on them. So, should be pretty good. Now, just gotta mount the little red brackets on here. All right, we got the holes drilled. I've recoated them around where they go. Should be good. Well, the X2 pins like this, so I think I'm gonna need to put some kind of spacing right there to push that out. So I've got to build a wedge to go in behind there, and I have. Cut a little piece of 2x4, and I'll just kind of wedge it in there. All right, that was the last piece for getting this trailer fixed up. So you can see what I had to do. Make a little wedge. So now it pins straight in there. Probably could have had this post welded at an angle to have compensated for that, but if this ever wants to put just 2 super jets on here, I can just take the wedge out and it'll go back to normal. So I guess that's fine too. So, and the benefit to getting these U-bolts from Lowe's is you got plenty of threads to be able to make that. Sorry. So that's it. She's done. Ready to start hauling the skis to the water. Well, this is gonna conclude the build of the double ski out of a small ski trailer. Now this is obviously, like I said, it's a single confab trailer. So very simple if you have somebody that can weld, or if you can weld, to make this little setup right here. Pretty dang happy with it. I've kind of always wanted something small to be able to stick a couple small skis. I will test it to see if I can put the blaster on there, but I'm pretty positive I can't, because I mean, I can put the blaster on there by itself, but not with another ski. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of space between them, and these are identical as far as width. So I think it's like 26.7 or 26.8, something like that. Almost 27 inches, or exactly 27 inches, something like that, between the both of them. That's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Oh no, one of you little turd heads pooped in here.